Hello everybody, it's Gianfranco H here, and we are about to analyze one of my high rated and high skill matches. So this is against the current number one on ranking in DB rated, number one in the world, their near match. And yep, let's go. So of course we are playing Infernoble, and we won the dice roll. That's pretty good. So what do we got? We got Flanderies, and they opened starters and 2 win second cards, pretty powerful, especially because they don't care about side lock. And we opened, yeah, what is this? Cross out designator in the main deck. Yeah, so I'm just testing, pretty much accepting that I'm gonna lose to side game one and focusing on breaking boards. Even if the opponent have like, I don't know, a source of player with Fleur, Xixiao, a back row, and a hand trap, like those type of 4 or 5 interruption board. I mean, crossout is pretty good there because it trades 1 for 1, especially if they have nib. So I've been able to break some boards just with engine, and crossout helps if they don't sidelock, of course. Anyway, so we won the dice roll, and we should win because we have connector, crossout, hand trap if everything doesn't work, but everything is going to work. So you know the way to go. Connector, some dolphin. Now here, when we use dolphin effect, we discard Flynn Lady. So a lot of people might ask why Lady. I mean, we could usually sometimes we discard the hand drop because that's not an extender or a combo piece. But in this case, like I already have Isolde access, Flint is not as useful. Flint would only come up if the opponent has right now a monster that can be ripped, and then another monster that can be ripped with 16. That's Isolde attack. And guess what? That was the scenario. I didn't know. There is also an argument to discard DDR to play around Lancia, because then this is dead. But I realized that game one that's not too likely to happen. Lancia, I mean. So yeah, I rather just focus on turning this into a hand rip later on, or if everything gets interrupted, then this can be like an Isolde, because this at least guarantees an Isolde with Phoenix Blade on graveyard. So this would be a better card to have as a follow up than Lady. Anyway, and cross off, yeah, because the idea is that I'm gonna play through Nib or Imperm and FTK if I open this. So this have to stay in hand. Yeah, after we see the hand, we are like, okay, we got a hand loop. Pretty easy. I mean, yeah, he's just trying to make me speed up. So I think I won't pause here because this is standard. Like this is like the tutorial of Isolde combo. I am not changing anything, I think. So yeah, I showed two DDRs because we had in that moment 3 Durandals to DDR in deck. And the idea is to um, get 1 DDR and 1 Durandal. So if we have 2, 3, the 3 is a guaranteed. I mean, we for sure are getting the Durandal if we want in the second power tool. So the first power tool is a bonus. It's a handicap. So we gotta make sure to try to get the piece that we don't have 100% success rate. And that's the DDR because we had 2 copies in the deck. Yeah. So now we go with the safe Durandal. And this is to negate pop and omega 3 times, and Ash, and cross out if he tops decks Imperm or Cold by. So yeah, we are winning. I mean, even if he stays with that ruler and he opens an extender, we have an Ash. I mean, an starter. We have an Ash, so we are not losing here. And we are gonna omega 3 times, so we have like, I mean, what's the chance of hitting that ruler? 75%. Yep, when we hit that ruler. He only has storm. So here I think I made a little like, it doesn't matter, but it is what it is. I mean, a misplay. because I don't have to set crossout. I mean, there is no need. He has only Storm and a top deck. And with this board that is negate pop, I'm winning. So why give him free information by setting crossout? Yeah, food for thought. I should just leave crossout in hand because I was winning. So now he knows that I am really trying to FTK when I go first. So I think that crossouts put him on warning. I mean, puts him on check that he has to side every going second card available when I am going first in game 3. Because of course it's going to be a game 3. I mean, he just opened the shifter and he has combo, protected, and yeah, a Book of Moon that he doesn't even need. So my draw would have been really good, but you know, draw is high risk, high reward. I mean, not that high risk. I mean, it's really good, except if they open shifter. So 66% of the time, this is going to be really good. So it's low risk, high reward, but this is the risk. Draw being dead. So he's doing his thing, and I'm like, why am I not scooping? Because I wanted to see like his skill level, so I wanted to test the water, you know, because this hand is pretty good. I mean, you will say, oh, 3 equips. I mean, you only have 1 warrior, 2 warriors, yeah, but I can do a lot with that. So I also wanted to show off a little bit. So of course we start with Duster. Now I'm pretty sure he's overconfident because I am on the under shifter. Yeah, lying a lot. I am under shifter. So I think he should have normal summon this very stat too, but yeah, he'd rather have had the negate. Anyway, what's our play? Gearfried is the name of the game. So we bait him. I mean, here we also could have started with Rhoda, but if we Rhoda and don't add connector, that's gonna look suspicious. Like that means we really want Ogier. If we start with Durendal, that means okay. I mean, he needs a normal summon, and that's what he's getting. So yeah, I thought that if I use Rhoda, he might negate my Ogier summon. Of course, he has to negate DDR because this Invalid Phase can kill Avian. And then we can still get 3 bodies. You know, DDR, summon Gearfried again. And here, I mean, if we were not under shifter, the play would be going to Fleur in defense position with these 2, pop this, and then make Salt. And then we would make like 3 negate board. I mean, just OTK. But we were on the shifter, so that was not a play. The other play would have been just Fleur, pop, kill this, attack, and then pass, and then just Fleur to negate whatever he normally summoned. But he had map, so that was chain block. So yeah, we couldn't play through. At that point, I was like, I don't want to show him that I had Fleur on my extra deck. So here, yeah, FTK. I mean, he has again 2 powerful cards, but we open broken. Of course, we are gonna discard the dead heritage. That tells him that I have heritage in hand, but doesn't matter. So yeah, the standard is all combo up until some point that you will see. So here, because we already have Renat access, we gotta just try to get DDRs. So we have 66% chance of getting DDR to Omega Loop 3 times instead of 2. But we got Fossil. But you know what? That's fine, depending on the Omega Loops. So we are making this play. Then, yeah, the standard play. Then nothing to change there. So let's see. I had charts. I had this. Yep. That looks standard to me. And here, yeah, we use the Renode. No need to use heritage. So we are looping duality, which means Ash Now it's going to be a target for any top deck bird, but he also have map, so not quite well. And then we are banishing droplets. Okay, at this point, I'm like, you only have map and a possible bird top deck. What should I do? Maybe this is big brain for you, maybe this is obvious, but what do you think we should do here? Okay, let me tell you what I thought. First, I was like, what if I make Fleur? I mean, that was my hypothesis. If I ripped the Dark Ruler, like if he had droplets, I thought about making Living Fossil, maybe Genba, maybe this get Durendal. Durendal tried to get the root layer, then it had level 10, but then I didn't have a way to use Durendal's second effect. Anyway, so then I realized that I had game because Ash is dealing with the top deck. I mean, yeah, if it's a bird. Dark Ruler is trading with this, and then I'm using Fossil with Herald. So what's the easiest way to put Herald on graveyard to revive it again? Using a useless effect. Roland, say hi. Yeah. Now this is immune to Dark Ruler, and that is the game. I mean, no matter his top deck, because Dark Ruler with Charles, let's say top deck with Herald, and then this is it. I mean, I had these two for the top deck. Yeah, that was it. GG. Hope you learned something. Bye. See you in the next video.